All right. Well, today we're looking at after the weird snow week, we're looking at Monday, February 22nd, where we're going to write our introduction to our speech. Oh, nice. To our speech essay. Tuesday, we're going to write the conclusion. So I'm going to write one with you about that speech that I have that Barbara Jordan gave to discuss the impeachment proceedings of Richard Nixon. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at how to write the intro paragraph. We've done this before. It's an inverted pyramid with the broadest statement at the top and the thesis at the bottom. And guys, I want to take a minute and encourage you whenever you have a writing assignment in college or a big project in the business world, little bit at a time. That way each part is done with excellence and the entire project gets done before the due date. This is huge to people that hire you. It's huge to professors. Get it done well, a little bit at a time. Okay, so I need a hook, a bridge, and a summary. Usually I put these two together, and a thesis. A hook can be a quote or a metaphor. You can take a cliche and make it your own, or you can do a shocking statement. The bridge and the summary will lead from that hook to give a context about what you're writing about, and then the thesis will actually answer the prompt, which is this speech effective in communicating the message? There you go. That's it. So here we go. I'm going to start with a hook that is a quote because that's the easiest thing for me to do. And I'm going to start out with just the facts, ma'am. And I didn't want to say said, so I said in tones. You can look up all these things for said, all the synonyms. Just the facts, ma'am, intones the famous detective from the TV series Dragnet. I have to look up his name. I don't remember it. I'm 100 million years old, and this was a cool show, and I'll show you at the end of the video. Likewise, now I have to do my bridge and my summary. Likewise, Barbara Jordan desires to investigate. I'm going to put just the facts involving the grounds for impeaching President Nixon in 1974 without emotion or drama. Okay? And I desires to investigate just involving the grounds for impeaching President Nixon in her speech to, I don't know who the speech was to. Who was the speech to? The House Judiciary Committee. Involving grounds for impeaching President in her speech to the House Judiciary Committee in 1974 without emotion or drama, which I need to move this. And I need to go investigate just the facts without emotion or drama. B. That won't work. I have to take it out again. Go away. Oh, shoot. There. Just facts involving the grounds for impeaching Richard Nixon in her speech to the House Judiciary. Let's try it here. Without emotion or drama. Let's do a comma here. And comma here. Desires to investigate just the facts involving the grounds for impeaching Richard M. Nixon in her speech to the this. Now I'm going to do my thesis. I remember the question is this speech effective in communicating the message? This, indeed, I used to put this in my high school papers. It made me sound smart. Indeed, this speech is highly effective in communicating the message. Jordan's message. And remember, we don't call people by their first name. They are not your close personal friends and running partners. They're people from history. So you call them by their last name. And you don't put Mrs. or Mr. in front of it. Where's my speech? There it is. Okay. Jordan's message to determine the grounds for impeachment by dispassionately, that means without emotion, investigating the evidence according to the guidelines laid out in the United States Constitution. All impeachment has to meet the guidelines for that the Constitution outlines. Whoa. So, look at that. I'm going to help a brother out. There you go. So let's see how that sounds. Just the facts, ma'am, intones the famous detective from the hit TV series Dragnet. Who is he? Famous detective Dragnet. I don't remember what his name was. Joe Friday. Thank you. I know it's dumb. And truly, for a formal paper, this is probably not a great way to start it. It's a famous Joe Friday. Nope. I don't like that. Intones Joe Friday, the famous detective from the hit Dragnet. That's an impositive. We've learned in a positive sentence. It works out just fine in this one. I'm going to start over. Just the facts, ma'am, intones Joe Friday, the famous detective from the hit TV series Dragnet. Likewise, Barbara Jordan, without emotion or drama, desires to investigate just the facts involving the grounds for impeaching President Richard M. Nixon in her speech to the House Judiciary Committee in 1974. So I said the author, I said the context, and what's going on. So that'll work. Indeed, and now here's my thesis. This speech is highly effective in communicating Jordan's message to determine the grounds for impeachment. Oh, I said that twice. By dispassionately investigating the evidence according to the guidelines laid out in the United States Constitution. I do not mind that I said it twice because that kind of gives me it connects to each other, but investigate just the facts involving the grounds for impeaching. Determine the grounds for impeachment by dispassionately. I don't know. I think I'm going to leave it that way for now. And if I come up with a different way to say it later, I'll let you know when I do the conclusion. But anyway, that's our intro. Okay? And then I can connect it to my next paragraph with by changing a little bit of the first sentence in the next paragraph if I want to, or by supplying some kind of bridge. Oh, I have to put how. Okay, it's highly effective in communicating Jordan's message to determine the grounds for impeachment by dispassionately investigating guidelines laid out in the Constitution through its tone and the tone and Jordan's use of evidence. And historical and quotes from historical figures. Okay. So that is a huge sentence. Let's see what it looks like. Indeed, this speech is highly effective in communicating Jordan's message to determine the grounds for impeachment by dispassionately investigating the evidence. Okay. According to the guidelines laid out in the U.S. Constitution through the tone in Jordan. Jordan's tone and her use of evidence and quotes from historical figures. I don't like that. But I'm going to play with it a little bit, and I'll come back to you and show you how I've changed it. But that's how you do an intro. It goes hook, bridge and summary, and then the thesis. I really don't like how I wrote that last sentence, but I'm going to have to mess with it. And that's what writers do. I will talk to you guys later, and we'll work on a conclusion. Thanks.